No awning, no lantern, no painted gold name. Just a brass peephole, a stair, and a promise without fame. The kind of place you reach by memory, not by map. Where the city hides its pulse in a seam behind the black. Take me to the door without a sign, where nobody asks whose hand is holding mine, where the wine comes slow and the piano stays polite, and every stranger looks away to keep the secret right. With one breath of cedar air, and when the waiter brought the olives, you smiled below the rim, like you'd crossed 10 years of silence just to sit this close to him. Some places are addresses, some are alibis, some are built to hide the tears, some are built to hide the eyes. Take me to the door without a sign, where the night keeps no receipts and loses track of time, where your knee can touch my knee and nothing else need prove, and the room itself turns witness to the smallest thing we do. Just at the hip, where the seam had come apart. Not enough to call it scandal, more enough to trouble hearts. And she laughed at her own damage with the ease of someone dressed for a place where even flaws arrived looking their best. 3 stitches in her black dress, that was all the ruin showed. 3 tiny signs of pressure where the evening overflowed. stitches in her black dress, and every man could see how close elegance and trouble live when trouble wears it beautifully. Safety pin, I offered thread instead. We bent together near the lamp while the band played soft and red. My hands were not a tailor's hands, still she let them try, and all the hidden room went blurred except the fabric and her eye. Some intimacy arrives as thunder. Ours came dressed in little tasks, a thread, a lamp, a held in breath, a question neither one could ask. 3 stitches in her black dress, small as mercy, neat and slow. I tied the knot, she touched my wrist and did not let it go. 3 stitches in her black dress, I hear them every time. A violin in a close back room pulls midnight into life. She worked the tray of cigarettes and change by the back bar rail, making little silver weather out of nickels without fail. All the regulars knew her walk, that easy measured swing, but none of them knew why one glance could make a cheap room ring. Small change, soft hands, that was how she made her living. Coins in one palm, fire in the other, always taking, almost giving. Small change, soft hands, and the whole place leaned her way, like every man had come downstairs just to hear the meadow play. She sold me one Egyptian pack, then tapped the table twice. Said you tip like somebody trying too hard to seem nice. I laughed, you laughed, the owner frowned. The clock kept losing nerve, and all the room's old loneliness moved over to make room for her. I've been rich in louder places, I've been broken rooms of gold, but no one ever held the dark the way her fingertips could hold. Small change, soft hands, turning copper into grace. I never learned her family name, I learned the weather of her face. Small change, soft hands, and a midnight kind of art. The coins all ended in the till, the debt stayed in my heart. By the butcher's alley, under hanging hooks and rain, a chalk arrow on the brick sent me downward by your name. Past the coal smell, past the crates, past the city left above, to a room that kept its candles like a family secret of love. Blue chalk on the cellar wall, lead me where the low notes fall, where your laugh comes soft as brandy and the glasses barely call. Blue chalk on the cellar wall, show me how to lose it all. You were seated by the service bell with one glove in your lap, turning the stem of a cloudy coupe in a slow, exacting rap. And the room went still enough for the ice to state its case, when you raised your eyes and made a small confessional of space. Maybe some hearts need chandeliers, mine needed ceiling pipes and dust, a basement tune, a hidden door, and one looked dangerous enough to trust. Blue chalk on the cellar wall, lead me where the low notes fall, where your shoulder finds my shadow like it knew me after all. Blue chalk on the cellar wall, show me how to lose it all. When the dawn truck shook the alley and the stairwell paled to gray, I touched the fading mark outside and felt the night stay. cut one olive and dropped it in the glass. Green as a borrowed promise, he hoped the night would pass. You watched it spin in silence like a planet learning blue, and said a drink can hold a city if it's mixed by someone true. Olive twist, lullaby, turn the room and turn me too. Let the brine and brass go slowly, let the whole bar taste of you. Olive twist, lullaby, sleep the noise I traveled through. Beside the service door had burn marks in the grain, and everyone looked older than the sins we didn't name. You took the pick between your lips, laughed low and closed one eye. Outside a siren crossed the bridge, inside the ice forgot to cry. Rooms and lovely rooms, rooms with silver and rooms with lies, but the best ones hum in a lower key and keep their glamour out of sight. Olive twist, lullaby, turn the room and turn me too. Let the organ warm the dark up till the tables look brand new. Olive twist, lullaby, sleep the noise I traveled through. If I remember anything, I'll remember how you stirred the green and made one plain cheap cocktail feel expensive, close and clean. The singer called in sick that night. The owner cursed the stairs, and you went on in her silver shoes with your own dark braided hair. No spotlight, just a table lamp tilted toward the stand. Yet every man forgot his drink the minute you raised your hand. You were the understudy for the moon, a little late, a little lower, but truer in the tune. No grand marquee above you, no headline on the wall. Still every face in that back room turned faithful to your call. Between the second and third slow waltz, a glass broke near the till. You smiled as if breakage were a thing that helped things heal, then sang about a woman who kept her heart in blue kid gloves and made the whole place feel as though it had once deserved such love. Some lights flatter, some lights reveal. Yours did neither, yours made feeling real. You were the understudy for the moon, soft silver in a hidden room. And when you bowed, the ash went still, the clock forgot to move. Long after chairs were stacked away, your last note stayed in bloom. By the second set, the room had thinned to couples, ghosts, and staff. The candle stubs were lower now, the jokes had lost their laugh. Then from the booth you'd vacated, the busboy lifted up a flower. One white gardenia, warm somehow, still fragrant from the hour. Someone left a gardenia here, soft as what we didn't say, soft as powder on a sleeve that doesn't wash away. Someone left a gardenia here, and the whole room changed its tune, like one white bloom had found a way to perfume past the moon. A black dress cut in grace, and every time you turned to listen, it brushed the hollow of your face. I should have asked you where you came from. I asked instead for one more song, and now the bloom lay on the linen like a proof I'd waited wrong. People leave objects, objects keep weather. Some carry no history, some keep one forever. Someone left a gardenia here, and I took it home by dawn. Set it in a water glass and watched it linger on. Someone left a gardenia here, and though the petals brown by noon, the room it opened in my chest still blooms for you. Even wilted, it knew more about longing than I did. species of midnight. Fights, proposals, tears on stems. Women leaving in fox collars. Men pretending not to beg. So when he straightened our small candle and paused beside the booth, the only thing that changed his face was the smile that passed from me to you. A smile the waiter noticed. That's how small the world can get. Not the ring, not the whispered plan, not the bill unpaid as yet. Just one smile crossing a white tablecloth, so clean and so complete. The man who carried every secret stopped and looked down at his feet. You've been telling me about your train, your sister, and the rain uptown. I was telling you about a life I wore but didn't settle down. Then somewhere near the coffee spoons, your mouth forgot defense. And all at once the room grew kind, as if kindness had expense. Some nights are built from chandeliers, some from drums and crowded floors. Ours was built from less than that, a look no louder than a door. A smile the waiter noticed, brief as steam and just as warm. And suddenly the hidden room felt safer than the storm. A smile the waiter noticed, proof enough for me that a quiet thing can start a fire no louder than a key. He left the check face down and grinning, like he'd seen this weather before. Green and amber throats all glowing in the night. He stood with one elbow on the wood while the barman cut a lime. And every bottle on the wall seemed to lean to watch the time. Mirrored bottles, no witnesses, only our reflections twice. One for what we dared to mean, one for what we played as nice. Mirrored bottles, no witnesses, let the room keep what it sees. For the glass behind the liquor knows more tenderness than these streets. improvised. Said anything worth wanting most should make you improvise. Then touch the fog upon the mirror with the back of one bare nail, drawing half a heart, then wiping it as if romance left a trail. Mirrored bottles, no witnesses, just the double dark and us. Just your shoulder catching gold, just the careful hush of lust. Mirrored bottles, no witnesses, and no need for any proof. What was spoken in that narrow room still lives behind the truth. The street knew nothing when we rose. The mirror knew it all. Quarter to one in the hidden room is different from midnight proper. The brave get quieter, the liars get softer, the couples lean closer, the singles order sweet, and every glass on every table holds some version of defeat. Slow gin at 1:45. Red as a thought I shouldn't have begun. Slow on the tongue, slower in the blood, making all my careful words come undone. Slow gin at 1:45. You asked me who I loved, and for the first time in a year, I answered without gloves. You didn't move dramatic, you just laid your wrist on wood, and all the room's elaborate noise turned simple, warm and good. The bartender kept polishing a glass already clean, like he understood the cost of not disturbing what was seen. I had rehearsed evasions, I had polished all my doubt. One sweet red inch of courage made every practiced answer bow out. Slow gin at 1:45. There are truths that only velvet hears, truths that never reach the street, truths preserved in sugar tears. Slow gin at 1:45, and the room around us dim, as if the whole hidden bar had sworn to keep the night from caving in. I still taste juniper and fruit whenever honesty begins. At the hotel with the red awning and the clock forever wrong, the clerk on graveyard duty knew every face that didn't belong. He kept his hair too polished, his collar clean as law, and in his breast pocket rested a silver case with one small flaw. The night clerk's cigarette case, dented near the hinge, open with a little click that made the whole dark singe. The night clerk's cigarette case, shining where receipts were kept, as if a man could close a city there and still not lose his depth. He offered me a lighted one when the hidden room ran thin. Said, you waiting on a woman or on the man you might have been? I took one from his silver stock. You came down wrapped in cream, and suddenly the lobby looked like a border crossed in dreams. Some men keep ledgers, some keep keys, some keep what the night admits in polished metal near the sleeves. The night clerk's cigarette case, bright against his black lapel, held the kind of tiny fire that keeps a secret hotel well. The night clerk's cigarette case and your hand around my wrist made the hour between 1 and 2 feel sealed with smoke and kissed. When we left, he nodded once, as if he checked us into bliss. Not every table in that place was meant to be found. Some sat plainly under lamps, some hid behind red folds and sound. The best one wore a velvet drape and one low amber bulb. You had to pass the service lane and duck beside the club. The booth behind the curtain, that was where the room got kind, where the brass came through like heartbeat and the world stayed on the other side. The booth behind the curtain, close enough to share a breath, where your ring tapped once on crystal and revived me from myself. You slipped your shoes beneath the seat, crossed one ankle over one, and asked if I believed in fate or simply staying after one. I said in public, not a bit. In private, maybe more. You smiled as if the answer was exactly what that curtain's for. Some loves want witness, some want walls, some want a little borrowed dark and music through the cloth. The booth behind the curtain, that's where your perfume learned my name, where the trumpet sounded farther, but your voice came closer just the same. When the staff tied back the drape, a spell remained incomplete. When the power dipped for half a blink, the whole room leaned and smiled. Somebody cursed the fuse box, somebody kissed and turned half wild. You only reached into your bag for the old matchbook you kept, struck one flame and held it up as if for judgment, not for threat. The match they struck for weather, small and gold against the blue, showed the room was warm enough, showed my pulse was running true. The match they struck for weather, brief as mercy, clean as art, and in that borrowed little climate you lit the corners of my heart. Trust a room by what one flame can bear. If it shakes, I leave. If it steadies, I can stay there. The match burned near your cheekbone, then lowered to my cigarette. And I have measured every shelter by that one more Sounds are easy to describe, comfort is harder. It arrives in tiny temperatures, the nervous body learns to harbor. The match they struck for weather, I still see it when lights go low. 1 second of exact enough to let the deeper feeling show. The match they struck for weather, and the hidden room agreed. Some nights the smallest fire is all the forecast that we need. After that, even the darkness felt properly arranged. You left before the owner flipped the last lamp halfway down, before the stacked chairs and the bottles started looking like a town. And on the bentwood by the entrance, where the patrons dropped their coats, there stayed a pale suggestion of your powder and your note. Powder on the coat rack, faint as frost and twice as cruel, proof that somebody was here who made a tired room beautiful. Powder on the coat rack, I touched the wood and touched the air, and found how long a woman lingers after she is no longer there. Said only, don't be noble, no address, no plea, no plan. I read it as a joke at first, then as a map too hard to stand. Because the thing about noble men is how often they are late, and the thing about hidden rooms is how gently they shut the gate. Powder on the coat rack, more persuasive than goodbye, more exact than any promise spoken under whiskey light. Powder on the coat rack, I swept the room at 2:30. And the sweetest dust I ever found was all that still belonged to you. By morning the wood was clean again, my hands were not. You reached for your lipstick, found your purse, then found a laugh. Said I've lost the thing that opens home, which may not be so bad. And there beside the sugared cherries at the bottom of the stem was your small bright house key, cool and accidental as a hymn. House key in a coupe glass, silver sleeping under gin. One turn from all your daylight, one slip from letting someone in. House key in a coupe glass. How was I to play it wise, with midnight at your shoulder and that room reflected in your eyes? Cleared the next booth twice. The owner checked his watch. A taxi hissed below the grate. The city begged us not, but your fingers drew a circle in the ring your glass had left. And every little motion there made caution feel ill-kept. House key in a coupe glass, small as trust and twice as bright. I should have handed it back to you. I held your hand instead that night. House key in a coupe glass. There are choices that don't knock, they simply shine for half a second on the lip of 12 o'clock. By dawn it rode your necklace chain. I still see it when I drink. The place was carved beneath the street, its ceiling low enough that every laugh came back to us in a gentler shade of rough. Small bulbs in cloudy saucers ran all along the seam, so looking up above your head was like drinking from a dream. Low ceiling constellations hanging close enough to touch. I never asked the heavens much. That night I asked too much for one more pour, one longer song, one knee against my knee, and all those paper stars to stay exactly where they'd be. You drew circles in the condensation on a bottle, dark and tall. Then read my fortune from the ring your finger left on glass and wall. Said you belong in secret places, your pulse gives you away. I said then keep me under dimmer lights, don't send me back today. Like that don't promise future, they promise scale. How large one whisper gets sit pale. Low ceiling constellation small enough to memorize. I watch them tremble every time you lowered both your eyes. By closing, half had burned away. The rest are in my mind. When the room went thin at midnight, they dropped requests beside the lamp, half on napkins, half in lipstick, half in jokes gone suddenly damp. And after every final chorus, I'd lift the piano top, hear tips and folded numbers roll, and little confessions stop. Coins in the piano belly, silver under cedar strings, payment for the song you wanted, payment for impossible things. Coins in the piano belly, clicking after every set, like the bar itself was saving up for all the hearts it couldn't get. Play the one about the train. No title, no initials, just a thumbprint from the rain. I played 3 songs before I guessed it. You looked up from your glass, and in that small relieved expression I felt whole decades pass. I have been paid in money, I have been paid in looks. Only one ever bought me clean, your eyes over those request book crooks. Coins in the piano belly, and your message in my coat. Both of them made ordinary weight feel worth more. Coins in the piano belly, small bright sounds runs after the blue. But the only thing I carried home was how that song carried you. By dawn the cash went to the owner. The note stayed tucked near my heart. Past the bakery vents and drain pipe steam, behind the stacked beer crate, there ran an alley thin as rumor to a low unpainted gate. And down those stairs the rhythm changed from city clatter into art, as if somebody tuned the darkness to the tempo of the hard back alley sonata, written under loading signs with one red bulb for moonlight and a handrail cold as wine. Back alley sonata, teach my shoes your secret flaw, for every straight respectable street has made me lonelier than more. You danced without requesting it. The music simply asked. One palm against my shoulder blade, one silence against the past. And though the room was barely larger than the shadow of a van, the turn you made inside my arm was wider than Manhattan. There are grand rooms made for spectacle, there are narrow rooms made for grace. The best ones turn you half around and give the dark a face. Back alley sonata, smudged in heel marks and perfume. I never knew a hidden place could open up so much room. Back alley sonata, when the drummer slowed the door, I wanted every legal map to fail me evermore. Shed its shine and shown the bones below. stick rings, bent matches, the patience of the mop bucket glow. I sat where the counter curved to meet the service side, watching one cigarette burn down to where the ember hid. Last ash on the marble edge, that's what the hour looked like. A little gray, a little warm, a little past polite. Last ash on the marble edge, and your chair already bare. The cruelest thing about departure is the shape it leaves in air. You'd gone to take a telephone call behind the linen door, came back more beautiful somehow and less certain than before. We spoke like careful people do, when one sentence could undo the whole expensive architecture they have built to make it through. There is a moment after almost that deserves its own slow dance. Not loss, not hope, not quite regret, just the ash of circumstance. Last ash on the marble edge. I watched the barman wipe it clean and envied him the mercy of a cloth between what was and what had been. I paid in cash, stepped into dawn, and carried the stain unseen. The owner didn't turn the front lock for people such as us. He waved us past the kitchen light, past copper pots and dust, past dishwater and aprons, past the cook asleep on sacks, to where a narrow metal door gave onto crates and tracks. We left through the unmarked door, not like lovers in the pictures, more like two people carrying something fragile through the dark. We left through the unmarked door, and the alley took us in, with dawn still folded somewhere in the cuffs of what had been. You didn't ask me for tomorrow, I didn't sell you any vow. We simply stood where milk trucks start and let the city find us out. Then you placed your hand inside my coat for just one block of cold, and everything I used to call enough suddenly felt old. We left through the unlocked door with the glasses and the band behind, with your quiet breath against my scarf and no official sign. We left through the unlocked door, and maybe that's why it stayed pure. No audience, no silver script, just a hidden room and cure. When morning finally named the street, it did not name